Alright, what is up? What is up, everybody?
How's it going, y'all?
Y'all already know who I am. I'm your host, Joseph, the Flow Joe. It's my co-host.
I'm Raul. Y'all can call me Big Papi.
Never call him that, please.
I encourage it.
Don't feed his ego.
I'm not You want to talk about ego?
Shut up. Relax. Alright. So, we're doing this because we just wanted to have fun. Well, we've been planning it maybe
3 months?
It's a good 3 months in the planning, in the works. We don't have much, but we got it done. We got what we need.
You gotta start somewhere.
True. We don't have a lot of money. We're kind of poor.
Y'all wanna send us some? We'd really appreciate it.
I'll link my cash app y todo.
I'll leave my Venmo.
I mean,
PayPal.
free money, you know. We'll take it for the podcast.
The podcast.
Well, yeah, we're just doing this for fun. We were just talking in his truck one day, and we were having so much fun. We were just like, we should do a show out of this or some shit.
And I'm like, agree, man. Like, I feel like we should just come together, start a little podcast, start a little show, or like we just talk about like stuff like life, sports, entertainment. You know, things that are happening.
Stories about our life, stupid shit that happens with us.
Yeah.
A lot of stupid shit happens.
Trust me, especially with us too.
Especially with our group, dude.
Oh, dude, the boys or
Ool.
Ool.
How do you spell ool?
There's
There's a hooter outside. Oh my god. But yeah, we're just doing this for fun. If you guys enjoy, we really hope you do at least. You know, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us and all that.
Yeah, please subscribe. Have a lot. Give us a lot of likes, and you guys have some comments. Anything you guys want to see on the show? Any recommendations? You know.
Anything you want to hear? Anything you want to see?
Yeah, I know your
You
opinion.
want to see us do a challenge or some shit like that ramen noodle one, the spicy one? I don't know if you ever saw it.
I never saw it, but I am not a really.
I did it behind scenes. It comes back to bite you. I'll tell you that much.
I really don't want to.
He doesn't fuck with spicy
I don't-
like at all.
I don't do spicy at all.
Um,
Although spicy nuggets are back.
there is a nugget challenge. I think it's 25 nuggets in 2 minutes or something like that.
Please.
Bro, okay, you think it's easy, but I was watching some videos and you slow down. I had some nuggets yesterday though.
I had some tenders.
Well, I had chicken strip and nuggets because my mom didn't finish her nuggets and she was like, "You want the rest?"
It works. It works.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You
You
know?
gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, everybody, I want to welcome you to The Authentic, the first episode. And with the first episode, we got the holidays coming around. Well,
Yeah.
the holiday of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this is probably like the most loved holiday.
Christmas.
How can you not like presents?
And y'all can't wait for Papi Claus to come and bring y'all presents.
Este way. ¿Cómo se llama?
Papi Claus.
I didn't call him that when I was a child.
Well, it's because I had different views, like us being like Hispanic and religion.
Es tu papi?
It's me, Papi. Y'all know the theory.
I don't know.
I mean, I do
You
have.
wanna explain?
I mean, I do have his. I just need beard.
You wanna explain why it's Papi Claus?
It's Papi Claus. Well, it's Papi Claus, you know.
That's it? That's all you got?
Well, yeah,
You don't have a
I mean,
backstory for that one?
His name is Klaus, so that they call him Santa. But you know, in Spanish they called him Papa Noel, so you know, Papi Claus.
I guess.
Mhm.
It works.
Unless you guys, you know, don't celebrate Santa Claus.
You have Hanukkah. That's the only other like Christmas related holiday I know.
Or even whether if you're like hardcore religious, like
What's Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa. I do not know what's Kwanzaa.
I don't know. I heard about it, but
If y'all want to leave a comment and y'all know what Kwanzaa is, y'all can let us
inform us, update us,
know.
because we're stupid.
Yes, we are.
Quite a bit, not gonna lie.
Sadly, we're college students. How did we make it this far?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Money, right? But speaking about the holidays, you know, you gotta spend money to like get gifts and shit like that.
Of course, man.
So I was doing something a little sketchy for a while.
What do you mean sketchy?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always sketchy stuff to buy. Like,
Uh-huh.
maybe you question it and you're like, what? Why would someone buy this?
Like
But
the cat scratcher.
the hell is that?
It's a little fake. It's a fake thing that we use in our marketing classes, where it's like the cat scratcher, and then you're like, oh, and they're like, it's a fake item, guys. It doesn't exist. It's just a little hand that goes around and scratches your cat.
Just use your hand. Oh, whatever. Or whatever.
That's a sad cat. That's a very sad cat if you need one of those.
Do you like? I mean, if you don't have hands, then maybe. Like, does it have like a sleeve or like an attachment for your nose or something?
I don't know.
Should ask Dylan.
And,
But Amazon was selling these ornaments
Christmas
that
ornaments?
had Christmas ornaments. You just put it on the tree.
Uh-huh.
But the weird thing about these ornaments was that they had the concentration camps from Auschwitz on them.
Excuse me, what?
So it was, you had a little.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
you had a beautiful little star, but it had the concentration camp on the back. It was like different scenes on each one and stuff like that.
Okay.
They received a lot of backlash about it. It's already. I'm pretty sure it's already off the website. I don't know if they're still selling them. I really doubt they are, because
I'm speechless.
they got a lot of hate for it.
I'm speechless.
It's just crazy, huh?
It's crazy, man. I mean, I know in eBay people sell different stuff, but Amazon, out of everything,
I don't know. You think Amazon would be a little more?
Auschwitz ornaments.
And like speaking about like buying stuff, Black Friday just passed.
Mm-hmm.
Cyber Monday just passed as well. Did you get anything?
I got probably just a D&D starting set. Because, you know, I'm not that poor, but I'm trying to...
I'm not that poor.
Oh, I'm not that poor. I'm not that rich. Correct.
He's currently unemployed.
Okay.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear from me.
Yeah, but I guess just a D&D starting kit and some dice because, you know, I'm trying to be a dungeon master. So when
It's gonna be really hard to become a dungeon. You have to know a lot of shit to do that. You know what I mean?
I know, but you gotta start somewhere, you know?
And he's buying a full set. I only have 2 sets. Well, I had 2 sets, but I sold the other one. And I'm the one that got him into it.
Yes.
He's already buying a full fucking set.
How to hold license.
Okay, straight. I didn't buy much for those holidays. Well, I did take advantage of Cyber Monday. I bought an extra mic,
Mm-hmm.
just in case we have like a guest or some shit like that, you know?
Interesting. Y'all want to come and be a guest? Just
You
let
know,
us know.
local talent from El Paso would be preferred.
Yeah.
And I do have some like ideas of who to bring in and like some suggestions and stuff like that.
Oh, sounds good.
So they should be coming on soon. Maybe next episode. Hopefully.
Next episode, hopefully.
I don't know. We can fit them in my room, but
I mean,
we'll find a way. You know, when there's a will, there's a way.
yes.
We should get to some news, should we?
Yeah, let's start off with some news.
See what's going on around the world. All around the world. People like to listen. I don't know the lyrics. Alright, so
You sing beautifully, man.
I hate my voice. I'm probably not gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this one time just to check it, and that's it.
Sounds good. I dig it.
And to give ourselves a view. That's what or a listen, or whatever the hell it's gonna be. Wherever we're gonna post this.
Yes.
We're gonna try to post it as
And everywhere.
multiple sources as we can,
Yes.
but we'll try our best.
Mm-hmm.
I swear. But going on around the world, recently there was a shooting in New Orleans. Excuse me.
Man. New Orleans, such a beautiful city, guys. I traveled there, I want to say back in April.
Oh yeah, you went to visit, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to visit, man.
This guy was like living his best life over there.
It is a beautiful town, guys, and I recommend Bourbon Street. It gets pretty cool.
Guess what? Guess what? What did you say?
It
Huh?
gets really high pumped, man.
Oh, okay. You gotta watch those words, boy. But yeah.
I'm a child of God.
This guy. Okay, maybe I'm a little worse, but I don't believe that for a second. But it was a beautiful city.
It is a beautiful city, man. And then the shooting happened where I was located. You know, the very famous touristic attraction that is the French Quarter.
Damn.
Got the Mississippi River around there. You got Jackson Square. You got Bourbon Street. You got damn, I can't remember the street, but it's like the main street, and like all the hotels and the restaurants and everything is there. Beautiful city, guys. I do recommend you guys go visit it. And all our love and support to all the people that were hurt or injured in the shooting.
So it was said that 10 were injured during the shooting, and there's still current no arrest for what's going on. They haven't arrested anybody because they don't know who the shooter or shooters were because of the big crowd, and like they weren't able to like see what was going on.
No,
That's crazy. Imagine if you were there, like when it happened and stuff like that.
I honestly would not know what to do, man. Like, it's one of those things that like people don't really know what to do until that situation happens, and even then we panic. We just go with our first instinct. We either run, we hide. It's just something that we're not all prepared for.
Yeah, it's just something like you can talk about it and like say what you're gonna do and plan it and stuff like that, but not until it really actually happens is when you react. So like what recently happened to our city.
Yeah, man.
Rip our city. I love my city.
I love
El Paso strong.
El Paso strong.
But yeah, we recently had a shooting in our city. Not too long ago.
Not too long, about what, 3 months ago? 3, 4 months?
Around there. But yeah, one of the biggest mass shootings
in 2019.
So it's tough to see like what the world like has to offer and stuff like that, But you can't control everything. Can't do much about it until it actually happens.
Just send support and then just stay strong. Don't let that negativity impact our life.
But it's also the world we live in nowadays. Like everybody's really sensitive to like certain things, and everybody's like self-conscious about like certain stuff. Like I feel like the world needs to learn to accept a lot more, but understand a lot at the same time. Because we could accept, but we won't understand. And without understanding, you're just gonna go back into a constant cycle. So just spread love, man. That's all you can do. What else is going on around the world?
Let's see here.
London, out around like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
They heard a giant boom.
A giant boom?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't a bomb, though. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't a bomb. Nothing. It wasn't nothing bad, guys. Come on now.
Okay.
We ain't that sad on here.
Damn.
It was just a RAF fighter jet just passing by, breaking sonic speeds. But imagine waking up in the morning, dude, to that.
I can see myself falling off the bed.
Dude, I can see you falling. Yeah, your bed's pretty small, too. Like, I can see you falling
Small
off.
for me, yeah, man. I'm just there. And
My bed's bigger than your bed, boo.
I know, man. And then, like, I always sleep, like, on the edge. So I can just imagine.
And then this guy sleeps in his underwears and be all naked and shit.
Hey. PJs are too warm for me, man.
I just wear shorts to sleep. I don't wear Well, I have PJs, but I don't use them. Well, I use them if it's like super cold.
Yeah, if it's super cold, then I'll put on like shorts and like maybe a shirt. Maybe. Because I'm really warm, man. I'm like a warm teddy bear. I'm a teddy bear, man.
What's that joke you used?
What?
The stupid bear joke.
Why?
You want to tell him the joke?
Oh yeah, it's cool. I got this from, I don't know if y'all see the TV, but I got it from the Fozzie Bear commercial, where like he's telling a joke to his mom, and he's like, "Why do bears?" Oh shit.
Yes, the guy. Yes.
Oh yeah. Why do bears have fur coats? Because they're too thick for sweaters. Waka waka.
He's a thick boy.
I am a thick boy, man.
He's thick. But you know what? How good are you in history?
Pretty good. I can say, like, wait, I'll correct myself. World history, Texas, Hispanic, Chicano history, Mexican history.
Chicano.
U.S. history. I'm good.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty good.
Do you know who Rosa Parks is?
Yes.
Well, if you guys don't know who Rosa Parks is, she's an amazing person. You want to describe her?
I mean, she was an amazing person, man. She was a lady that she stood up for what she believed in. She was a peaceful protester.
Civil rights activist.
Civil rights activist. There you go.
That's the word I was looking for.
That's the word, yeah. She was very close with MLK, Martin Luther King.
She was?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, I didn't know that, honestly.
Yeah, she did.
Unless he's wrong, then burn him in the comments or something.
No, yeah, but what about Rosa Parks, man?
But she finally got a statue.
A statue?
Yeah, it was built 30 feet away from where she got arrested, stuff like that.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Definitely go visit that, man. Like,
I could go visit that, man.
what's in Montgomery, Alabama? Go see
it.
a Roll Tide game maybe in Alabama.
Roll Tide. We got something about.
If you got some Alabama fans out there,
Roll
Tide. I like their elephant. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is about that elephant, but
he's so cute, man.
Okay, I wouldn't say cute, but
he's cute, man. Like he's all like little thick and like.
Elephants are chubby their way. They're supposed to be thick.
And I love him.
Okay, whatever. I'm not a Bama fan, but the elephant is cool.
Neither am I, but I love the elephant too. With the little long, wobbly trunk, the little paws, and then he's like.
He's a big.
He's a big
gay. Scary too. But going around the world as well. There's a typhoon going on in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Typhoon.
Holy cow!
What's the name of it again?
It's called a Typhoon Kamuri.
I feel like we're pronouncing it wrong. I'm not gonna lie, but if we are, let us know. Put like little dashes and stuff. You know how to pronounce it.
It's like Kam-U-Rai.
Some shit like that, something like that. But it's a category 4, 5 is the highest.
Wow.
So
that's pretty good, man. We sent some praise.
Things gonna get messed up.
Yeah, I heard some people around
a couple thousand. No?
Yeah, about 200 to 300,000 were evacuated. But unfortunately, the death count went up to 13.
Damn, it already went up.
Yeah, it went up, man.
Well, I send my prayers and respects. Well, we both do to the Philippines and whoever's nearby getting affected by that as well. Be safe out there.
Is Guam close to the Philippines?
I'm not too sure. I don't really know my geography that well.
Me either. But if it is, cuz get to safety, man. My cuz is a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just found out my cuz. He got a contract to be an electrician there for the U.S. like military.
Oh, like 6 months. That's crazy. Well, stay safe out there. Whoever's in those islands around that area, be cautious of your surroundings and be cautious of the weather. Obviously, we're lucky. We're lucky to live in a city where we're surrounded by a giant mountain.
Mountains.
We're literally in a bowl.
We're in a bowl. Well, I mean, we get sometimes, barely like sprinkles of snow. We get like hardcore rain. We get sun.
We get a lot of wind.
Sometimes in the same day.
Yeah, we'll get everything in one day, and then the next day it'll just be hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's a chuco for you. But we're thankful to live in somewhere like we won't have tornadoes, we won't have hurricanes,
earthquakes.
We do have earthquakes, but they're like really minor.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like, not even like category 1.
Yeah, they made like a really big deal about it. I didn't even feel shit. I don't know about you.
It was just like,
Well, what was that? Did someone hit my car? But speaking about winds, the Windy City just had a little grand opening.
Chicago?
Yes, sir.
I have no comment because, Green Bay strong. Go Pack.
That's the guy.
What happened in Chicago?
But do you like coffee?
I can't really say I'm a coffee fan. I prefer a nice, good orange juice or apple juice.
Well, I don't drink that much coffee, but if I do get coffee, it's probably from this place called Starbucks. I don't know if you heard about it.
What's that, man? I've never heard of Starbucks.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, so what happened?
But Chicago just opened the biggest Starbucks to date.
Nice.
But there were people lined up in that freezing cold.
Just to get
in, dude. I don't know if they were giving like, you get the first 500, you get a year free coffee or some shit like that. But
well, better, man, because if not, I'm just gonna be like, it'll be so funny. There's like a big Starbucks, and then right across the street there's a little Starbucks. They're just like, we're open too.
Papi, it is too.
And it was like, nah, I'd rather wait 4 hours in line to get into.
You know what I do? I go out with a little cart with hot chocolate and just sell that hot chocolate in the line. And by the time they get inside, they're not gonna be thirsty for that Starbucks. Plus, you make that profit because you're going to them.
Dude, you know what you gotta do? You gotta do what they do here around the Chuco and Juárez, man.
With the speaker, the little bell. Oh, dude. I haven't had an ice cream truck in a while.
Dude, the last time I had an ice cream truck, I had one of those like raspas with blue coconut syrup. I don't know why. They taste so good. Like your first time is like, it's gonna be,
it's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be alright. But no, it tastes good, man. They pour it out real good. They go.
I haven't had a raspa from an ice cream truck in a while. The last thing I had, or that I can remember that I had, was one of the gumball ice cream ones.
Oh, the gumball.
Dude, those are classics. Even though their faces would be like completely deformed from like what it originally was. It would be like Sonic.
Oh, yes.
But he'd have an extra chromosome or something.
Did you ever do the popsicles that had like the sour and then like a little sour gum at the bottom?
I never tried those. Were those good?
Dude, they're delicious.
I never had those.
Dude, I like the chocolate banana one.
Or the red wine and blue one?
Yeah, the red wine.
Dude, that one slaps. That's a classic.
Which one is that? I forgot which candy. It has like a little candy flavor. But it's like kind of sour, but it's real good.
Is it it's the one with the kid where he's like...
There you go. Well, not Warheads, but...
It's not Jawbreakers.
No, it's not Jawbreakers. It's some candy, but it's
a little white kid where he
does
that expression, right?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But damn. you can never beat a ice cream sandwich, bro.
What kind?
Napolitano.
The original or I don't know. I prefer original.
No, Napolitano, man.
I don't really mess with strawberry that much, but.
Well, you're right. Strawberry was in, but the vanilla and chocolate, that's what made that sandwich.
What about the cookie? The
M&M
cookie one? Dude, that one was so big, dude. Like,
it'd make a little kid just go, my purpose in life is complete.
Wish we knew the good old days when they were there. But, have you gone to the movies lately?
I did. I went to go see Frozen.
How was that one? Frozen 2, right?
Frozen 2, yeah. It was pretty cool, guys. If you guys haven't gone to see Frozen, I recommend it. I cried a little, not gonna lie, but it's beautiful, you know. Disney does a very beautiful job creating very nice Disney animated films.
Last time I cried was Avengers Endgame.
Me too. Well, actually, that's a lie. I saw Friday Night Lights the other.
Oh, that's a classic, bro.
That made me cry, man.
But speaking about the movies, there's some guy coming back.
A guy?
Yeah, he's pretty famous. I don't know if you know.
Keanu Reeves?
Okay, not that famous. Well, actually, maybe that famous. He's pretty well known.
Shoot. Arnold?
Okay, he's not old. Well, shit, he is old. Fuck. This one's hard. He has 2 zeros, a 7.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think he knows who I'm talking about.
I do know, but
who?
Don't tell me. Is it Daniel Craig as Bond?
James Bond. Yeah, 007's coming back in a new movie. I think it might be the last one.
I hope not, man. I love Daniel
Craig. He plays the hell out of Bond. Those movies are something else, man. 007 is just... All 007s have been good, but the ones we grew up with, Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I grew up with Daniel Craig, you know. Quantum Solace,
Casino Royale.
Skyfall, Spectre, you know.
They were all good, man.
Really
all great movies. Speaking about Daniel Craig, he's also in a movie called Knives Out.
Oh, I heard about that one. The one with Chris Evans?
Yeah.
And all the famous actors.
But he has like a Texan accent in this one, or like a strong American accent.
Yeah, man.
He's like the detective and stuff.
Well, when you're a good actor, you know how to do anything.
Honestly, dude, I wish I was a good actor. We're not acting right now. This is our dumbass self.
Yep. I do that sometimes.
He does do that a lot. But yeah, that movie Knives Out looks really good. I haven't seen it. I've heard a lot of good things about it though. It just looks like a really good movie. If you like murder mystery type of thing.
Oh hell yeah, I love murder mystery, man. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I want to see who did it or what happens.
You know what's another trailer that came out?
Which one?
That just recently came out?
Black Widow?
That's the one. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's right now. It looks like it's gonna be good.
Real good, especially with just Black Widow. She's Scarlett Johansson.
He has a crush on her.
I do.
This guy. Que se calme.
Do you not?
Okay, relax. Okay. We're on social media here. I don't want to be exposed. Just for that, we're gonna get exposed. But yeah, we're big Marvel fans.
We are really big Marvel fans.
We love the lineage, the comic. I read the comics.
I read the comics too.
My uncle got me into it, and it's just from there. It's not Marvel in general. It's like DC and all the sub ones below that. But he really got me into it, like all the sports and like all the comics and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't mean to get emotional, but I just got into it because when I was young, I didn't have that much friends.
This guy.
So I just
You don't have me. I'm just playing.
Oh, I don't have a pretty guy. Okay.
I'm just playing. You got me here, buddy.
Gracious.
You got me in the boys.
And the boys. Shout out to the boys.
You got anything for me though?
What?
You got anything for me?
Let's see here. Oh, yes. 2 things, actually.
2?
Spotify just released, I think it was yesterday, their 2019 wrap-up of your personal playlist, your Spotify Premium.
Everybody's been posting about it.
What are your guys? Like, what are your artists? What are your songs? You know, tell me about
My artist, I know for sure my number 1 was Kendrick Lamar. My boy Kendrick. He's a god. He's the greatest. And then at number 2, I have my boy Russ. Dude, I love Russ. He just released this book. I want that book so bad. But I don't know if I'm going to get it for Secret Santa because I requested it. And that's the only thing I said I wanted. So if they don't give it to me, I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Like, I gave you specific instructions as to what I wanted.
Last year for Secret Santa, the guy that had me, he was just like, hey, I'm your Secret Santa, but I'm just going to give you the $20. Because, you know, it was a $20 limit, but I'm just going to give you the $20.
The book's not even, it's cheaper than, like, the price we had said. Like, so if you don't get it, like, come on now. But my boy Rush, shout out. He's doing a tour, 2020. I might pull up to Albuquerque. Y'all might see me at that Russ concert. And then my boy Post Malone at number 3. Then you got Drizzy Drake at number 4.
Drizzy Drake, Champagne Papi.
And our boy El Paso, Khalid at number 5.
Khaled, as some people like to call him.
Or Khaled, whatever. However you pronounce his name properly. But I say Khalid. What about your top 5?
By far, there's one artist that I just, like, I'm a enthusiast of him. Like, every single time he releases a song.
He jizzes his pants.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Definitely is Abel Testefane, or as y'all know him more as The Weeknd. I absolutely adore listening to The Weeknd.
El fin de semana?
El fin de semana.
But what do you do? He released 2 singles?
Oh, absolutely, man. If y'all have not heard Blinding Lights and Heartless, damn, those 2 are amazing. My personal favorite is Blinding Lights because it has like a really nice, like, I guess, techno type of rhythm.
I listened to both. I think I prefer Heartless. I feel like that was more of like something I could like vibe with.
Well, I'm not saying neither of them are like one's better than the other. I'm just saying, like, personally, my personal favorite, I like Blinding Lights a little bit more. But they're both really good singles.
They're both good. He's a great singer.
He is. My second artist is my boy C Breezy, Chris Brown. Dude, like, whenever he released his new album,
he can dance, dude.
Dude, he can dance, he can sing, you know, he can rap, he can do everything, man.
And then there's people like us.
Yeah. I mean, I can dance, just not as good as him.
Come on, man. Like, give us something.
Yeah.
But you gotta work with what you got.
Yep. Then my third artist is Pretty Boy, Dirty Boy Baby. It's Maluma Baby.
Maluma Baby.
Oh, yes. Number 4 is Khalid, or Cali, like we said.
Represent. Hopefully one day we can have him on the show, representing local talent.
Por favor, Keep begging.
Hey, tag him, whatever it takes to get on the show, man. That'd be something else. As well as local talent Aaron Jones, Riot 10. What's that girl's name? Lexi, I think it is.
Oh, Lexi.
Let's do makeup, something like that. Like we don't care what it is, as long as you're local talent. We'll try to get you on the show and try to get your name out there, or help us grow, help you grow.
How would you feel about having a local talent barber come and cut us during our show?
Cut us during the show?
We'll just be getting a haircut and then.
I don't know if I want my floors dirty.
Well, I mean, we can do it somewhere else. Put some towels.
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
Man, my fifth artist. I know you love this guy. El Negrito, claro. Ozuna.
Dude, I love that guy, man. Speaking about Ozuna, he did release his new album.
Ooh.
Ni Booty. What was that joke you made?
¿Quieres? No, ni booty.
Yes. I love the booty.
No quiero ni booty.
Well, he did just release the album with some good artists too. He's got Diddy in there, Willie, DJ Snake, Snoop, Anwar.
Ooh.
He's got a lot of people, and one of them, yeah, Diddy, like one of Diddy's old songs, like at the beginning.
Damn.
I don't know, that just hit home, man. That took me back. I was like, I wanted to cry. Bring it back, my
It's okay, man. It's okay.
It's whatever. You know, just make me cry in the middle of the night. You know, that's what it's for. You know, sad boy hours. That's what they are. That's what they're there for.
I remember you introduced me to Marvin's Room in Spanish.
Oh.
Amor genuino.
Amor genuino. Oh my god. I'm cracking. Hold on.
It's okay.
Alright, I'm back. I'll be fine. I'm a man.
Not other women.
We can do anything.
Not other women.
I know something underwear.
Not other women. We have
Facial hair. Mr. Crab. We love SpongeBob.
We love SpongeBob. I'm gonna go get some Krusty Krab pizza after this.
The fuck is a Krusty Krab pizza?
Is the pizza with you and me?
We're speaking about our childhood. You remember the game Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare?
Those were back, man.
But the new one, Modern Warfare, the newest one that just came out, they released a season. So like a Battle Pass season, kind of like Fortnite and Apex and all that stuff, how they're releasing seasons. Well, Season 1 is bringing back some classics, some maps, some 3 maps that I hope. Well, I know I like them. I've played them. We were playing like yesterday.
Yeah,
on the new map. A couple new maps, but they're bringing back a couple throughout the seasons, and I'm guessing like Rust and stuff like that, or hopefully Rust. You know,
that's all I ask.
It's not a leak. It's not. I didn't say it. You didn't hear from me. Okay, it wasn't me.
Just one. Just please take me back to Rust.
But the 3 maps that they brought were Crash, Vacant, and Shipment.
Interesting.
I love Crash.
I love Crash too.
But I forgot.
I don't remember how Shipment looks.
It was like a whole bunch of containers. It's like really small.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, you would like do gun game or like something like that on that map.
No, yeah, but I remember the old days. You got a problem with someone, just be like, you know what? That's it. Tonight, you and me at Rust. Sniper, quick scope, last kill 360 no scope.
It had to be a 360.
It had to be a 360, otherwise.
I remember I would even watch like the replay kills just to make sure you weren't hard scoping.
Oh yeah, you just say that was a hard scope. No, yes,
it's
no.
just slowed down. It looks like a hard scope, but it's not. I swear. If I was like getting mad and like I couldn't hit anything, I would just go around knifing. I would be like, you know, fuck this.
No, I'd be like, all right, ready, and I'd have the M16, and I'd just switch and be like,
This
and then
guy.
like, that's not a sniper. Yes, it is. It's the new one.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's fine.
Yes, it is.
What is it then? Huh? What does it look like?
A handgun with a long recoil.
What's the word you just used at the beginning of your sentence?
Recoil?
Okay, it's the second word that you didn't even use recoil. That was like at the end.
Okay, a sniper?
You said handgun.
Oh, yeah, it's
Replay it. I swear it's there.
Kill cam replay.
I swear. I swear he said it.
It's a handgun.
Can we get a slow motion replay from you real quick?
It's a handgun.
Oh, we're stupid.
We are stupid.
Um,
Remember the good old days when we used to play, I remember this.
What?
Derek, if you're watching this, WWE.
Screw Derek, alright? Okay, I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Alright, so we were having a good old time. Had our video games. The boys were all there. We were playing WWE SmackDown and Raw.
Raw versus SmackDown.
I don't fucking remember. But we were using like characters and stuff like. I was using the Undertaker. It was either the Undertaker or Rey Mysterio. I don't remember what character I was using.
I could see you using
or Randy Orton. It was one of those three. I don't remember. But we were playing Money in the Bank.
Damn.
And it was like
Classic, man.
8 of us, I think it was.
8-man Money in the Bank.
Dude, that was the most like people we've had on one console in one time. That was crazy, dude. It was fun. Everybody was beating up on each other and stuff like that. But you know the point of Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, you got
is to get the case and get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was the only one, doing all the work. Well, I thought, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna get this. Like, this is easy. Like, nobody's fucking trying to get this money.
Yeah.
So it comes down to literally like this much, left.
Like
It was like
any little tug, it would have been yours.
Yeah, you just literally had to grab it and pull, and it would have been yours.
What happened?
I climbed the ladder. I'm pulling. It comes down to that much. Derek climbs up this stupid ladder right next to me. He smacks me.
Mm-hmm.
I fall. He puts his hands up, and guess what happens?
You got it.
Do
you remember what character he was using?
He was using
VP. Montel Martavius Porter.
Oh my! You have no idea how bad I was that night.
Damn.
I was so mad that he took.
I can imagine you're like, you know what, Derek? Just because of that, we're not friends.
Dude, I think I smacked him, dude. I swear I smacked him that night.
I can see you smacking Derek.
I swear I did, dude. Like, all that work for him to just go up that ladder, smack me off, and just be like, this is mine.
Well, I do have WWE 2K, 16? 17?
We should do a reboot. We should run that back.
Rematch?
Ooh. I'm coming for you, Derek. Alright?
Hey.
I ain't even gonna get that Money in the Bank. I'm just gonna smack the shit out of you.
Royal Rumble?
We should do Royal Rumble. I think I'll go with Randy Orton.
Yeah, you gotta go with Batista, man. Batista!
You mean, Drax?
Drax.
El Drax. But speaking about the WWE, they're making a big return, man.
Damn.
Moving from, what was it, TBS?
Yeah, I think it was Sci-Fi.
Oh, moving from Sci-Fi to bigger, well-known Fox.
Now it's Fox Sports.
On Fridays, right?
On Fridays, yeah. Well, SmackDown's always been Friday Night SmackDown.
But now it's on Fox. So
it's making it big. Although, WWE now, it's not what I used to remember.
It's a little different.
I still remember, Hornswoggle, Finley, Bobby Lashley, Batista. Dude.
The Batista bomb, Undertaker, Kane, the Brothers of Destruction.
Bro. Christian and Edge.
This the guy.
I loved Christian and Edge.
The Hardy Brothers. I kind of want one of those necklaces that they always had.
Yeah,
I like that symbol. Who else? Freaking, I already named Undertaker, Rey Mysterio.
The Big Show.
Big Show.
My favorite match ever was when I watched Mark Henry carry the Big Show. And they did this and the whole ring just
broke.
Ate shit, man. Who else?
We can't even forget. Yeah.
John Cena!
Beep beep beep.
You can't see me.
John
My time is now.
Who else, man? Freaking
dude.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Triple H.
Quick question, man. Were you Team Rock or Team Cena?
Team Rock, dude.
Team Rock.
I'm sorry.
You gotta go with
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Right.
I definitely can.
Did you remember All-American Jack Swagler?
Oh my god.
I remember he was like, I loved just watching him because of how funny like his reactions were. Because he was the All-American.
What about Shawn Michaels?
Oh, Shawn Michaels. Boy, the Heartbreak Kid. DX.
I just love how like the fireworks movie, the cinematics to everything was. I know it's all a show, but
I saw the game last night and guess
show.
who they showed?
What game?
No, guess who they showed
Oh,
from
who?
previous WWE. Do you remember CM Punk?
Oh my god, CM.
I love CM.
The X on his fucking. He was hardcore.
It was godly.
Didn't he go bald at one point?
He did.
I don't think he looked good.
He lost a bet or something. But
I don't think he'd look too good bald. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of like fighting and everything, Conor McGregor is making a return.
What, McGregor?
Because Floyd Mayweather. Just kidding, guys.
Imagine, guess what?
I mean,
What would that be? 3?
No, it's 1. That's
shit.
2. Yeah, they only played 1.
Like we. What am I doing? What am I watching? Oh shit.
What are you on? That's the question.
That's a good question. That will not be answered. But yeah, McGregor is making a comeback, isn't he?
Damn, man.
Who's he fighting against? Donald the Cowboy Cerrone?
Damn, man. That'd be an interesting matchup, man.
Some American blood right there. I don't know. I kind of have to. I feel like I have to take the Cowboy side because got to represent USA. I love McGregor. He's a great fighter and all, but he's kind of washed out, don't you think?
I'll freaking destroy you, laddie.
He's a little washed out. I think he's a little
A
washed
little
out.
bit, man. So, we'll see what happens.
Did he recover? Has he ever recovered from that Floyd Mayweather fight?
I don't know, man. If they do fight again, it's because McGregor's like, "Aye, laddie, I am that poor," and Floyd Mayweather's like, I can stand to make another million.
I can make a couple.
I can make a couple.
Shit.
I'll give it
I
to
wish I could just say that. Be like, I'm gonna get out of bed and make a couple million a day. It's all a mindset, guys. That's all it is. Go out there and do your stuff.
I wanna be a billionaire.
So freaking bad.
We should. I'm telling you, man. We should make an acapella with the boys.
I'll say it again, man. I hate my voice. I mean,
Yo,
auto-tune my voice.
Sean Kingston.
You're way too beautiful, girls. Sorry if we made your eardrums bleed.
I don't know about you, man. I'm as harmonious as a harmonica.
Do you hear this guy? Do you hear this guy? Fucking Krusty the Clown over here.
Hiya, kids! Come try the new Krusty Burger at the Krusty Burger.
Hey, Mickey. But
I'm telling you, we're stupid
we're
as,
dumb.
as hell.
If you made it this far,
If you made it this far,
you're holding it strong. You're holding it strong.
Watch, the people that are here, they're like, if you grab some popcorn, I actually enjoyed looking at this.
They're gonna enjoy our stupidity. That's what's gonna be enjoyed.
Yes, it is. Man.
But speaking about sports, you want me to tell you the NBA standings going on right now
Absolutely,
for
man.
NBA fans?
Let's see what they have.
So over in the Eastern Conference, I'm gonna name the top 5, and that's it.
All right.
But in the Eastern Conference, you got the Bucks.
Ooh, nice.
You got the Celtics. You got the Heat.
The Heat.
The Raptors and the 76ers.
Nice.
Do you think the Raptors are gonna like make a comeback after losing Kawhi and stuff like that? You think they could do it?
I'm gonna say this, man. They're doing this good without Kawhi. I don't see why not, but
I don't think they can make it to the finals.
absolutely, good. No. A lot of the reason why they went to the finals last year is because Kawhi was big.
He's so underrated. Kawhi is so underrated, dude. I love Kawhi.
He's the new king of LA, man. You know.
That's a big take.
Hey,
New king of LA.
Hey.
When you got the king in LA.
Hey. I love that music.
Oh,
when LeBron keeps on saying he's the new king of LA.
Hey. Dude, that guy has no expression at all. I can't even believe it. But over in the Western Conference, you got the king himself.
With Anthony Davis. Wait, give me a Sharpie so I can go.
the Brown himself. And then you got the Nuggets falling behind. You got the Clippers. You got Milwaukee. Oh my god.
Did you just say Milwaukee?
Oh my god.
Did you just say Milwaukee?
It's because I saw M. And Milwaukee was the first thing that came up, but I meant the Dallas Mavs. No disrespect. You guys are number 4. And then you got the Rockets with Harden and Westbrook out there, man.
Dude, I remember
Bringing
that.
back the Thunder days.
Man. Next thing you know, breaking news. Where is he with Brooklyn? Brooklyn trades KD to the Rockets. KD. Bring back that.
I'm surprised. Well, he kind of went for the. I feel like he went for the money.
He did went for the money.
Because he was just like, I already have the championships. Just pay me and I'll do good. He's a great player. Right? But come on now. Mm-hmm. But the Nets aren't doing too bad. This is a surprising team. They have a young cast.
Pretty good.
Supported by KD and Kyrie.
But, with KD out, it's just basically Kyrie.
True. The Suns are also been pretty good. Devin Booker.
Yeah, and Ricky Rubio.
He's a big fan of video games and stuff like that. D Booker.
Yeah. And Ricky Rubio there? I remember when they hyped up Ricky Rubio that one final.
Hasn't he shot a career high of threes this year or something like that?
I think so.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't really keep up with the NBA until playoffs start coming around.
Yeah.
But because it gets interesting, or March Madness, stuff like that. I'm ready. Is UTEP still undefeated?
No, they lost against NMSU.
Oh man.
But it was at NMSU.
Was it a good game?
It was a good game. It was a close one. I think they lost by 3.
That's not that bad.
Yeah,
shit, man. Picks up, bro. Picks up. UTEP basketball.
Yeah. When you talk about...
Come on now, March Madness. Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah, when it comes to basketball, actually, correction, when it comes to any sport at all, UTEP picks up. When it comes to football...
Oh, okay. I know for sure we're going to have some viewers that will do this.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a Texas fan for football. This guy. I love the Ducks as well. I have multiple teams, but my main team is the Texans.
Damn, man, look, I got a matcha right here.
Fuck you. But, hook 'em horns, I know we got some Raiders fans. Some Red Raiders fans out there.
The Texas Tech?
Yes, sir.
Red Raiders?
But, they kind of got their cheeks clapped by...
Texas.
I'm not even going to say who. They know who it is.
Sam Ellinger? Colin Johnson?
It's whatever. Looking bright. But, have you gotten in trouble lately?
Yes. With my mother.
Oh, shit, Jesus, bro. Come on now. This guy can't stay out of trouble.
I can, man. What trouble?
He's a troublemaker over here, dude. I'm a child of God.
Ah!
I can't even say that with a straight face. Jesus. But speaking about trouble, the Astros are in trouble.
Houston Astros? What did they do now?
And since it's the off season, they kind of get in trouble for stealing signs, even though every team does it. Let's not lie. A lot of teams do it. But the way they were doing it was through a live feed of a cam in center field or somewhere around there. And they might get their
title
revoked.
And Texas will have nothing prideful about.
I mean, the Rangers will be happy, that's for sure. And everybody who hates the Astros. Who did they play that year? 2017?
The Dodgers.
I mean, they won't give them the fucking trophy, but
yes.
Or maybe they would. Maybe I don't know.
I mean,
actually, I don't think
if they take it away, then what? It's like no champion that year. They have to give it to someone.
I don't know. I think they'll be like, shit happened,
Shit happened.
Shit happened. What can I tell you?
They won, but they didn't get the title. So who has the title? No one.
No one. So nobody made it or what?
No,
they made it.
There was a game. The Astros won, but they didn't win the title.
They didn't win legally.
Race.
Cheetos. It's not easy being cheesy.
It's not easy being a Texas team fan, man.
That is true. Texas in general suffers a lot.
Yes.
The Red Raiders, March Madness, made it to the Final Four last year.
They made it to the final, bro.
Oh shit, that was the final, huh?
Yeah, they lost against Virginia.
Pobrecitos.
Gio, we're sorry, man. I know you lost a lot of money.
Sorry, Gio. He lost money? I know there was a fire outside because he sent me a picture of a fire. But damn, Gio. Well, you know what? No, Gio.
No, Gio.
He'd be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to bet on this game. It's going to put like a stupid amount for Gio would be like 50, 25.
And watch it who the person he bet to was Emmy. Emmy was like, nah, fuck it.
Our A&M boy.
He felt like, nah, Gio, fuck Tech A&M. He's like, you know what? Fuck you, Emmy. I'll bet you $20.
We're going to win it.
I'm going to win it.
Jesus, dude. You ready for March Madness? I'm ready. I'm ready. But Duke losing, like, when they had a timeout, come on, Duke! Alright, but whatever.
Hey, Duke.
You got anything for me?
Of course, man. Let's talk about my personal favorite sport. Football. Alright, guys.
We love football.
Let's start off with a good old college football. So this past week, previous week.
What was it, week 13?
14.
14.
It was week 14.
13 in fantasy football.
Yeah. And then there was some interesting matchups, you know. Like you said, Tech lost to Texas on a Texas rivalry game. Our local Miners, they lost against Rice.
They even put up a game?
I mean, 30-16.
At least they're putting up points. I'll say that much.
I'll say this about the Miners. They were winning 16 of 14 at the end of halftime, and they just didn't put up any points second.
So there was hope at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And then
there have been some games
it got crushed.
There have been some games. I remember the game against, I forgot who. They were up 21-7. They lost 28-21, I think. What can we say about our Miners?
I'll support you guys, but you guys gotta play some better football.
Statistically, man, in the past, I believe 4 years, no team in college football in the history has had the least amount of wins in their school history. I mean, take us back to the last time we had Aaron Jones. That was our only successful winning season. After that, we only won, I think, one game. Last year, we lost all of them, and this year we only won one.
Hopefully we can get Aaron Jones on the show. Speaking about Aaron Jones, went to UTEP.
Went to UTEP. Go Miners.
Picks up.
He is the true.
He
MVP.
is a 915 representative.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Jones.
Now,
even though I never see you, every time you're at UTEP, every time you're there, I'm never there for some odd reason. All right, I'm just saying.
I went to the NMSU basketball game when they played here at Don Haskins. He was there. Con el Vito.
But I want to meet him, actually, run into him and be like, oh, shoot. Aaron Jones.
Good luck. Some people were trying to take pictures, even the VIPs.
Well, I'm pretty sure he has, security and stuff.
No, yeah.
Pretty famous guy.
But no, whenever he wants to take a picture with Vito and his children, he's like, oh, yeah. Let them take pictures with Vito.
Beto Uruk. Maybe we could have Beto on the show.
Yeah, man. That would be good.
That'd be.
I know a lot of y'all like Beto.
Yeah, I know. He's a great guy. I just... Okay, y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but I knew he wasn't gonna win the presidency.
I wouldn't say he wasn't gonna win, but it was a tough battle for the Democratic candidate, man.
He's a great guy. I respect what he wanted to follow and stuff like that. It's just he doesn't have
that experience.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just needs experience.
Man. Deep down, I love him, but
I love him too.
I knew he wasn't gonna win. I'm sorry. All right, you need the truth. Here's the truth. All right, here's the slap in the face. You're welcome. Jesus.
All right. Now let's talk about the game. What many fans.
Was it the Roll Tide Roll game?
No. We'll get to that. It was the game. The Ohio State University against Michigan Wolverines.
That's a rivalry right there.
That's a rivalry, my man. But unfortunately, one team had to win, one team had to lose. I mean, it was a pretty sizable deficit, you know. Ohio State won 56-27 at Michigan.
Poor Michigan, dude. Harbaugh's gonna get fired. You know that, right? By the end of the season. All right, at least I think he probably will.
Probably. He's not a bad coach. It's just he's not getting the results that he promised.
That's true. He's a really good coach, though.
He's a
He'll definitely get a job somewhere else if he doesn't like retire.
Absolutely, man. Now let's talk about who they're gonna play in the Big Ten championship.
Who's that?
Wisconsin, my man. My Wisconsin Badgers were in a rivalry game against the Minnesota. I don't know their mascot, but they're against Minnesota. And winner.
Isn't it like a gopher?
I think it was a gopher. I don't remember, but they played Minnesota. Winner took the division and will play Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
That's gonna be a good game.
It's Wisconsin, man. They beat Minnesota. It's gonna be Justin Fields and that Ohio
State. Justin
State.
Fields is something else, dude.
Dude, J.K. Dobbins single-handedly ran over that Michigan.
Chase Young, dude.
Chase Young, for me, he is the complete.
Might be number 1 overall.
I would be surprised if he didn't. But let's not forget who they're playing on the other side, Jonathan Taylor. He's one of the meanest running backs I've seen coming out of college. You know who he reminds me a lot? His running style, his size, the way he kind of bulldozes and his patience. He reminds me of Le'Veon.
Le'Veon? Ooh. Another Le'Veon in the field? I don't know. That's dangerous.
I mean,
he's a weapon out there, that's for sure.
Absolutely, man. Now let's go to my personal favorite of last weekend.
Is it Roll Tide Roll?
Yes, it was Bama versus Auburn, the Iron Bowl, with Bama sitting at number 5, needing to win, and not just win, an impressive win for the College Football Committee to deem Bama worthy of qualifying for the playoffs. Unfortunately for them, though, it was the final, I would say, 2 minutes. Bama was like at the 20, between the 20 and 30 yard line. Kicker lined up to do a game tying field goal. The best kicker scouted in the nation.
Dude, that team is loaded with 5-star recruits.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But the 5-star recruited kicker shanked it left.
What is it with kickers these couple of years? Like, the past 2 years? Like, in the NFL and in college, like, there's been some questionable things going on. Like, I get it, like, surroundings and environment and weather and stuff like that, but...
I mean, I've seen people miss indoors, so there's not really... you can't really say the environment makes a lot.
I guess, but I don't know. There's been, like, something going on with kickers that just don't add up.
Mm-hmm. Now...
There's a lot of kickers out there that I'm pretty sure can nail their shots when they need to, and they don't have that chance. Nope. You just got to get a chance. That's all you need.
Yeah. Now, what happened next was even more soul-crushing. The Bama defense stopped the Auburn offense.
So they glitched up.
On a 4th and 4.
What happened?
They were going to get the ball back. They were ready for the punting formation.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn, I don't even think they even snapped the ball. But they were going to. There was a whistle. Flag on the play. 12 men on the field for the Bama kick return team.
Come on, coaching staff.
You can
player on the field, someone
you can see
call it out.
You can see 11 people lined up in the
kick returner. Someone's got to see that.
Yeah, the kick. That's basically the kick returner's duty to count the bodies.
I don't know.
And with that, automatic first down. Auburn wins the Iron Bowl, and Bama drops to their lowest ranking in years 12.
I don't think I've ever seen Bama that low in my life.
I've never seen Bama in double-digit rankings ever.
That's crazy, dude. Like, the Roll Tide dropping down that low?
Mm-hmm.
Is the coaching staff done there?
We'll see. Now, this coming up weekend for college football, going to be interesting, guys. Conference championships. You got the Pac-12 championship between number 5 ranked Utah against my personal favorite.
Go Ducks, go.
The Oregon Ducks. Justin Herbert.
Come on, Justin.
I know you can be the top quarterback this year, Justin. Just got to put up a good performance against
him. He's definitely NFL ready, that's for
absolutely. Sure. He's absolutely, for me,
he's one of the most polished ones out there.
I can say he's the most pro-ready out of all the recruits.
Who else? What else we got, bro?
The Big 12. You got the Baylor Bears at number 7 against the number 6 Oklahoma Sooners.
I think the Bears have surprised me the most.
Baylor
Out of this whole year,
out.
Baylor undefeated for a while. I didn't see that coming.
Mhm.
Jalen, but you got Jalen on the other side.
Stay
You
there.
gotta watch out.
ZD Lamb. He's got some weapons. Let's see.
I would love to have CD on my team.
Absolutely, man. And now, we already discussed the Ohio State-Wisconsin game. But now here's an interesting matchup for conference championship. The SEC, what could potentially be a pre-playoff or a pre-college football final showdown. The number 4 ranked Georgia Bulldogs, 11-1 against the 12-0 number 2 ranked LSU Tigers.
LSU's been showing out, dude.
Joe Burrow is playing
El Burro.
El Burro.
El Burro.
But he's not a...
Dude, that guy is a baller.
He is a beast, man. He is arguably, whoever takes him,
They'll have a quarterback.
they'll have a quarterback.
They'll have a franchise guy.
Absolutely, man. And that'll probably be it for college football. Let's go into the NFL.
Ooh, I love me some NFL.
So we're heading into week 14. Last night it was a Thursday night football game between the Bears and the Cowboys.
All right, but hold on. Let's talk about that playoff picture first before we get into that game.
Oh, okay.
So the AFC side, at number 1, you got the Baltimore Ravens.
Absolutely.
You got the Patriots at number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Texans fighting in that 3rd spot. You got the Chiefs in at that 4th. You got the Fighting Bills. Then a Fighting Steelers at 6. And you got the Tennessee Titans and the Red Raiders and the Colts right behind.
The Red Raiders?
I mean, oh my God,
Oakland
dude.
Raiders.
I see Raiders and I think, oh my God. See what you guys do to my head. Jesus.
He blames Gio.
I do blame Gio. I blame Gio, Kim, and Fabian. That's who I blame.
No,
But
absolutely.
you got
man.
the Oakland Raiders, the black hole, in the hunt,
But
as well as the Colts.
heard a rumor that if KC wins this weekend, they clinch the division.
Damn, they clinched already.
Yeah.
There's a couple teams that have clinched,
Yeah.
but not a lot.
Now let's
Especially in that NFC, dude.
dude, the NFC.
The only one that's clinched is the
Is the-
Saints.
at 10-2.
All right, but the Saints are at number 1.
Mm-hmm. Who's at number 2?
You got
Who's at number 2?
shut the fuck up. All
Who's at
right,
number 2?
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this again. It's gonna come down to week 17.
He's a Niners fan.
All right, week 17 against the Seahawks.
Who's
It's
number
gonna determine the division.
Who's number 2?
All right, but number 2, you got the Seattle Seahawks.
C.
I'm gonna slap this guy on live fucking camera right now. But you got the Hawks. at number
Who's
2.
number 3?
Number 3, you got your Packers. Number
Go,
4,
Pack, go.
you got the Cowboys. Number 5, you got my Niners.
Out of 10-2 in a wild card, man.
And number 6, you got the Vikings. Skull,
Those guys.
skull, baby. And then you got
In
the
hunt.
Rams, the Bears, and the Bucks. Surprisingly, still in the hunt. So what you want to talk about first? You want to talk about that AFC first?
Let's talk about the AFC first. Let's go with the AFC.
Okay, so
Lamar Jackson.
MVP candidate, caliber guy. He was slowed down in that Niner game. I will say, he was slowed down. All right, his run game wasn't slowed down. I will say that much. Obviously,
You guys gave him hell.
a big play guy like that. The
20
only
points?
thing you can do is slow him down.
Absolutely.
You're definitely not gonna stop someone with that type of play, like a Russell Wilson type of guy. You're definitely not gonna stop someone like that.
It was a good game.
It was a great game. You know, came down to a field goal. Like I told you, didn't I tell you it was gonna come down to a stupid field goal? Every time, I said in the Seattle game it was gonna come down to a field goal. I said in this game it was gonna come down to a field goal.
What about this weekend?
10 points.
10-point difference.
10
All right.
points. Sorry, Eddie.
The Niners and the Saints.
Niners
play.
and the Saints play.
Ooh.
That's gonna determine quite a bit. That will move the standings quite a bit too.
Yeah, absolutely. And in New Orleans,
And then you got the Hawks and the Rams playing. So that's definitely going to bring them up or down.
you got the Chiefs and the Patriots.
Ooh, man, there's a lot of interesting games
There's some
coming
good
up,
games
man.
this week.
I don't even know what time that Niner game is going to be at. Hopefully I'm not.
It's at 11.
I hope I'm not at work. I swear if I'm at work, man.
Luis, if you're watching this,
I'm gonna slap you. Taking me away from my game.
Ya no te invitamos al gol.
Low key golf. If you guys haven't golfed, man,
Y'all got to do it. Pretty fun.
it's a relaxing, fun sport. You gotta do it with your friends. Don't do it alone, cause then.
Oh, no.
Well, you can do it alone.
You can do it alone
Like,
if
no
you want.
disrespect, but
It's fun.
it's funner with friends. You know,
I know,
talking
'cause-
shit and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
It's
we
fun.
we have this group of 4 guys. The top 2 and him, our boy Danny. They're always like playing because they're elevated, and me and Luis are always like we're not that
Fighting for that bottom spot.
right for the 3rd spot. You know, 3rd place.
I'll get you, Danny. All right, I'm coming for you. One of these days.
No, he won't.
One of these days, Danny. One of these days.
What about the Patriots, man? Give me your opinion on the Patriots.
I don't know, dude. Do you think Brady's washed up?
I
Or
don't think he's washed up, man. I think it's just. I'll say this: he's never had the team.
He's never had a cast.
He's never had a cast.
He's got Danny. He's had Danny football. He's had Amendola. He's had
Gronk.
Moss. He's had the Gronk.
He's had Wes Welker.
He's had Walker. He's had playmakers out there.
Absolutely, Edelman. He's still producing, but I've never seen such a depleted cast of receivers, O-line, and tight end in New England.
That's true. Nobody's really stepped up.
I mean, Edelman is single-handedly his best weapon, but you take away Edelman.
That's his guy. Though. That's the one he knows that's gonna catch the ball. You know.
Yeah, but you don't. You take away Edelman.
But you got a prospect out there. You got what's his name? Nikhil Harry. Nikhil Harry.
Yeah.
He's been injured. But I think once he's healthy and he learns the playbook and he knows what he needs to do, I think him and Brady can connect.
No, absolutely, man. But
You think Gronk will come back?
he's too late. The period for reinstatement has ended.
Oh, it already ended? Ooh.
So,
Sorry, Gronk.
He's not getting that.
Sorry, all you fantasy owners that like picked him up because he was like rumored to come back and stuff like that. Sorry, guys. Got it
Speaking
wrong.
of fantasy, like, sorry for the people who chose our boy Andrew first round before he announced his retirement.
Oversee that.
I love Andrew Luck, man.
Sorry.
But
I send my respects to Angel. He kind of drafted him, and then a couple hours later, he retired. So,
But
sorry, buddy.
Houston, man, fighting to contain that AFC South because the Tennessee Titans at 7-5 are just one game behind the Houston.
They're not even under Mariota's leadership right
Ryan
now.
Tannehill.
From Miami.
He's been playing exceptionally well.
He's fighting for that starting job. I think Tennessee might
the
ship
rumor-
out Mariota.
The rumor is Mariota's out and they'll franchise Tannehill to see what he does next year and if he keeps on going.
Mariota to Carolina?
I could see that.
Cam to Chicago?
Please don't. I do not want to mess with Cam Newton. I'd rather mess with Andy Dalton.
You don't want to mess with the healthy Cam Newton.
Absolutely. I'd rather mess with Andy Dalton.
But, as you were saying, the Texans, they did defeat the Patriots, and pretty well, too.
Deshaun Watson played pretty good. Really good, actually.
Damn right he did. Fantasy did me some points. I'm going to say right now.
Surprisingly, the team that's surprising everybody is the team that's just one game behind the New England Patriots.
Is that the Bills?
The Bills, man.
With Josh Allen?
Josh Allen. I mean, you're talking about a team where their tallest receiver is 5'11".
That's crazy, dude. They're our height.
They're all right, man. If anything, I'm probably like, I look bigger next to them, you know? But
I mean,
Josh Allen,
with what he's got.
Josh Allen, he's playing like a young Cam Newton, man. He's running up
Okay,
those touchdowns.
I remember at the beginning of the season, I told you he was a raw player.
And I told you, just wait.
He obviously needed the time to develop and come back, and he's obviously shown his progression and done what he's had to do.
And the
He's,
arm
he's
he
doing
has?
what he needs to do. He has a hell of an arm. He has a cannon on
He
there.
has a cannon there, man. And basically what they did this offseason, the Bills invested in an O-line. They got him his receivers. And their defense is solid. I don't want to say they're the best, but it's a solid defense. I mean, look what they did to the Cowboys.
That's true. They did do quite a bit of damage.
So it's going to be a really good matchup.
It will be a good matchup.
The Steelers with Mason Rudolph no longer.
That's crazy, don't you think? They're running on their third quarterback.
Duck Hodges.
That's crazy, man. And
But-
they're still being efficient.
I mean, I'm gonna credit this. The Steelers are able to compete for games solemnly and utterly because though their offense is not as electrified because Big Ben's not there,
I think it's that defense.
that hell of a defense.
I think ever since Mika Fitzpatrick.
To me, he's the defensive player of the year. You look
Okay, relax, everybody. All right.
You look at what he's been
hold
able
the
to
brakes
do.
now.
You look at what
He definitely brought the level up of that team. But defensive player of the year, he's competing for it. I'll say that much. I'll tell you he's competing for it in my book.
And then if you look at all the first round picks Pittsburgh has invested,
They have a lot of first rounders on that team.
I mean, you got Cameron Hayward, Stephon Tuitt, you have Devin Bush, T.J. Watt, you have Bud Dupree, Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick, even though it wasn't their pick, but he's still a first rounder. Who else? I think that's it.
Edmonds? Wasn't Edmonds Edmonds?
Yeah, Edmonds, yeah,
the
that's
twin
right.
brother?
Yeah.
Wasn't he a first rounder?
They've invested a lot
They
into
have a lot
defense.
of that defense right there.
And I'm gonna say this.
They're holding him up. I'll say that
It's
much.
hell of a good.
But who's right behind him in the hunt? Who that superstar team, or built with superstars at least.
Oh, the best team on paper.
On paper, dude, that team is scary.
Cleveland.
But then you play them, and you're like,
Who are these guys?
what happened? But they are showing out. They're starting to come back from. They've been up and down. But Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Njoku, but I think he's still injured.
Nick Njoku's out.
Then you got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt back
Baker.
there, and then Baker throwing him some balls.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that hype about that O line.
That's
That's
I don't
probably,
know.
that's the basis of. I
feel like Baker's still learning that. Freddie, I don't think Freddie's the answer. I don't think he's the head coach. I don't think he's the head coach to go with.
Greg Williams should have been the answer, but
But there are a lot of coaches that might get fired, like Ron Rivera, who just got fired, and maybe looking for a new chance. And if you look at that team, you have something to build off of. You have a lot. I feel like Odell's future isn't promised, and there's rumored that it's not promised in that team.
probably not
But they have the players.
to do it.
I don't think they have the coaching staff.
Absolutely not.
Speaking about coaching staff and players that have a team, I'm looking at the Cowboys, man. And I'm going. What the hell's going on over there?
Same thing happened yesterday that happened in Thanksgiving. Cowboys opening drive, went down the field, scored right away, went up 7-0.
After that, man. It was
After
history.
that, they were no show till the second half.
But they're fighting in an NFC division, dude, where
you have
they're the lowest
they're the
record team.
There's no way of saying this. They're the worst division in the NFL.
As of right now, yeah, they are.
You look at the Giants, 2-10 with Daniel Jones supposing to be the answer with Saquon.
Dude, Saquon looks like he's tired or something. Like
He's carrying the team.
they're running the wheels out of that guy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're looking at a team like Washington, who Dwayne Haskins, I thought was going to be the answer, but this year, he's still young.
There's still promise there.
I'll say this.
He needs a cast.
He does. Who's their best receiver? I don't even know.
I mean, Geis is healthy, finally, and looking good.
Terry McLaurin is probably the only guy I can know who's good in Washington.
That's true.
Jordan Reed has been a no-show, contemplating retirement because of concussion.
Vernon Davis has been his guy, but Vernon is a bit old.
And
Shout out
what
to my boy Vernon.
was supposed to be Hawks 2.0? What was Trent Williams your whole line?
That's true. But, yeah, that division
And then you have
ain't
the
looking
Eagles.
too strong.
The Eagles, who last Thursday, the Cowboys lost against the Bills. You guys are one game behind the Cowboys. All you have to do is win.
Against
Miami.
Miami's fighting.
Miami's
I'll
fighting.
tell you that. Even though they're not going to make playoffs, they're fighting just for that
They're
pride.
representing.
They want that
they're
pride.
defending their pride, man.
That's a team right there. That's what I call coaching. You know, like you're literally fighting for nothing, but you're fighting for your pride and for your fan base.
Not even that, man. That's what I call football, man. You don't just tank the season.
That's dedication.
That's dedication right there.
I'm playing football and I want to win. You know, that's that type of mentality.
Philly arguably has the easiest schedule remaining. They had the Dolphins. They played the Giants this week. Then they play. I think they play the Redskins. They receive the Cowboys, and they end against the Giants. They lost against Miami. That leaves their whole division.
That was gonna come to like what I said, the Week 17 type of thing, to who wins it. Fortunately, if the Cowboys make the playoffs,
they will be the worst.
I think they can make a run. I don't think they can make the Super Bowl. They definitely have the players. They have certain coaches.
I'll tell you this, man. Let me ask you this. From the Cowboys that they've played in past and in this year, they will be ranked 4th for sure. They will be number 4 in the playoffs. You're looking at the wild cards, whether it's San Francisco, whether it's Minnesota, whether it's Green Bay, whether it's Seattle. I'll even throw in maybe some upsets, whether it's Chicago, whether it's the LA Rams, who they play next week. Look at the statistics of the Cowboys versus teams who are above 500. And look at the year that they played against this year. They lost against Green Bay. They lost against the Saints. 2 field goals.
That's true.
Teddy Bridgewater. Seattle, they always have a struggle with them.
Everybody struggles with Seattle, though.
San Francisco, I got to give you guys props. You guys are playing some hell of football. And Minnesota went to Dallas and stopped them. Dallas will make the playoffs, but they will not get past the wild card.
But playoffs is a different beast. They do have the playoff experience.
But they don't have, I don't think they have that motivation. Did you see the face? Did you see the energy they had last
You think they're defeated? You think deep inside they're like, what the fuck is going on with us?
I think at this point the Cowboys are like, you know what? We just want the season to end. We just want to go to the playoffs, play our best game, see what happens. They win, they move on, but they're not going to make it far. They lose, that's it.
I don't think they make it past second round.
I don't think they're going to make it past the wild card. Straight up.
All right, but that coaching staff, it might get a fresh restart. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of head coaches that are free right now that are looking good. There's some college coaches that look pretty good.
Rumor is the top candidates, if the Cowboys do let go of Jason Garrett, it's Ron Rivera, it's former Ohio State coach Urban Meyer, and they're even looking into Oklahoma head coach Lincoln Riley.
There's a lot of good coaches out there. John Harbaugh might get fired.
So, I don't know, man, but I don't know. Let's talk about someone besides the Cowboys. Let's say Green Bay, man. I'm worried because not only is Minnesota looking stupidly terrifying, but sorry, I just squished my finger. I was like,
I thought you were just doing that as an expression.
And then you get back going. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think I found our thumbnail.
That's gonna be. Screw the thumbnail we did at the beginning. We're gonna put that. Oh my god.
Charlie bit my feet.
But you were saying you're scared about your Packers?
Not only is Minnesota on a roll, but Chicago yesterday.
They showed out.
Mitchell Trubisky is looking pretty.
He's looking like what they wanted him to be.
If I may quote Baker Mayfield, he's looking dangerous. He's looking like
he did look a little dangerous out there. He did 4 TDs?
One of them rushing.
That's crazy, man.
He's looking like a stir fry.
He's looking like he should. He's looking like what they want him to. Hopefully he continues that.
Yeah,
well, in your sake, he doesn't. But for his career, hopefully he does continue to look like that.
Damn, man.
But I will tell you, if Green Bay makes the playoffs, they definitely will make a run. They're a playoff team. They have the experience back there with Rodgers himself.
thing is, man, with Rodgers, I love my Packers.
But this year, I haven't seen Rodgers really
Sling it.
not sling it, but more of pull your team out of it. Or, like, clutch up for your team this year. I haven't seen it that much this year. I will say that.
No,
Rodgers is that clutch guy, you know, like,
he
give
is
him the ball and he's going to, like, do what you need him to do.
The thing is...
But I really haven't seen it this year.
The thing is, him and Matt LaFleur, they have...
You think it's that connection that's going on?
Yeah, man. It's because at the beginning of the year, Matt LaFleur stated that his system, the way he runs, he does not let his quarterback do whatever he wants. And when the Packers had McCarthy would give him a play, and Rodgers would be like, "No, I'm gonna do this instead." And McCarthy would be like, "All right."
So you think it's all an ego thing going on in Green Bay?
I think right away you can right away see it in their expression. Like they respect each other, but they don't. I don't want to say they don't like each other, but they don't let each other be
themselves or like do what they need to do.
Exactly, man.
Okay.
I feel personally.
I don't know. Packers might drop to that wild card spot. Have to go on the road.
We're in danger, man.
I don't know.
I'll say this, man. Our receivers need to stay healthy for the sake of the team.
Adams definitely needs to stay healthy. I'll tell
Adams,
you that much.
last week him and Rodgers started to connect a lot. Aaron Jones needs to get rolling. These past few weeks, he's been kind of shut down.
You guys did kind of get shut out by.
Don't start.
My Niners, but you know, I'll just sip my.
I'll see you in playoffs.
Playoffs is good. I don't know. NFC just excites me. Everything. Well, even the AFC.
We're gonna be so good. This
is
is gonna be Jimmy G's ACL.
If you curse our team, I'm gonna slap you in the face. Better knock on that wood. Knock on my wood. What? What? I didn't say it.
Hey.
What does it mean?
You're thick, bro.
Oh my god. Please don't. Please don't. I already know what you're gonna say after that.
I won't say it.
But playoffs are looking really interesting. Whichever way like they fall, there's gonna be a lot of good games.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
teams on the road, my Niners. Hopefully we're not on the road. I feel like we do need that break because we had that bye week all the way back in week 4.
Yep.
And I feel like we really need that break. So hopefully week 17 we can clutch up, do what we need to do. But it is in Seattle, tough environment.
It is in Seattle.
12th man, it's dangerous.
Not just dangerous, dangerous Russ.
Oh my god, isn't that his like?
Yeah, that's
his
Instagram name. Dangerous Wilson.
God damn it, man. But NFL is getting interesting. Fantasy football is getting interesting. Playoff time is coming up, guys. If you don't have your lineups, you don't have your waiver players, you better get them.
I have the pride to say I got first place in regular season. Over who?
I'm number 2, but I was first place more than half of the season. Everybody had to play catch up.
I was always on your tail. You and I had the same record since like week 5.
I was still at the top though. But playoffs showed up. We have a bye week. The rest of the other 4 people.
I need to see who's on
playing this
wire,
week.
man.
I already did my waiver wire search. I already picked up who I needed to pick up.
You probably picked up like, what's his name? Nathan Peterman.
I did not. Okay, why would I pick up Nathan?
Because he's the GOAT.
You need it. Okay, just because he's never lost a Super Bowl.
How many has Brady lost?
Okay, relax. All right?
How many has Brady lost?
We're not gonna have this discussion here.
Nathan Peterman's the GOAT.
I swear. But speaking about NFL, a former NFL player under the name Terrell Pryor. I don't know if you remember.
Terrell Pryor. He had
ex-quarterback / wide receiver.
Yeah.
Well, he recently is in critical condition.
Why? What happened, man?
You got stabbed, dude.
He got stabbed?
You got stabbed.
Excuse me?
You got shanked. Snitches get stitches. No, I'm just playing. That's not why. But
was it his mother, his wife, his bitch?
I don't know. He said it, not me. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. If it's his girlfriend, if it's his ex,
I mean, if it's the girlfriend, I'm pretty sure it's the ex. Are you gonna stay with someone who stabs?
If it's his girl or his sister, whatever, I don't know who it is, or the one that stabbed him. But he was charged with domestic violence.
Him.
Yes, he was.
The guy who got stabbed.
Yes. So maybe that's why he got stabbed. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too far fetched, but
I can see it's just
and then it's just like I don't know what happened, but she's also getting charged with homicide, and I forgot what else. There's something else that she's getting charged with, but they're both getting charged. I don't know what the exact. What's the word I'm looking for?
Case, like what exactly went down?
Case.
Criminal charges.
What they're gonna be charged with? I don't know, like if they're gonna go to jail, they're gonna get a fine. Like what's gonna go on?
I mean, I bet they would.
Imagine getting stabbed, dude.
I mean, you wanna experience it? I have my pocket knife.
This thing. Alright, you need to relax. Yeah, I've been cut up before. Right?
I know you should.
Okay, you need to. We don't talk about that. Before you say a word, we're not talking about that. All right, that does not go on camera. This guy's trying to expose me out here. Jesus, man.
My fun, man.
God, you expose me, I'll expose you. Right? Just remember that. We both got shit on each other.
I know. My shit's bleeding, bro.
It's a visual note. All right. One of us exposes each other, we get to expose the other one. Is that a deal? Okay, I'm not gonna spit on the fucking. That's nasty. You guys out here? Alright. Any specific story? Alright, we can tell certain stories. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
But that pretty much wraps up this week.
Yeah, man. Anything else you want to say?
I mean, I appreciate everybody. If you guys made it this far. In the listening, in the video, whatever you're watching or listening through.
Hope y'all enjoyed your popcorn. Hope y'all didn't shoot.
I hope you guys didn't choke or laugh too much or just look at us and.
This guy when you go threw out my finger.
That's gonna be the thumbnail. That's for sure. But we appreciate you guys staying this long, listening, supporting us. Hopefully we can continue to produce more.
Absolutely, man.
Release more.
You guys want any recommendations? Anything you guys want to talk about? Any topics? Leave it in the comment section. Guys.
Certain local talent that you want to see on the show.
Absolutely.
Let us know who they are. We'll get in contact.
You guys are local talent and want to be on the show? Contact us.
Let us know. We'll have you on the show. We'll talk about. We'll give you a list of what we want to talk about. We'll just go from there. And just talk, you know. It's a talk show. Well, podcast. Well, yeah, you can say both. Whatever.
Well,
they're considered the same. No? Are they? I don't know. Whatever. All right.
I'll say this. Same, but different. But still same.
Exactly. That's how it goes. Down here.
Yeah. It's lit.
But we appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Until next time.
Catch you later on The Authentic.